Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Samantha German.
And I'm Justin Kolar. A leading candidate for South Carolina governor coming before a panel of lawmakers at the State House today. Attorney
General Alan Wilson answered questions for about 2.5 hours about operations inside his office and some of its most persistent problems. State House reporter Mary Green was there and has more.
South Carolina law requires every state agency come before the legislative oversight committees here at the State House every 7 years. This year's cycle, the Attorney General's office is among those slated to come before the Senate Oversight Committee. But more attention was on Wednesday's hearing than most because the agency head is also seeking the state's top elected job.
This process is designed to allow us to look under the hood at the different agencies and see what's going on. Our idea with these things is to try to identify issues before they become issues.
A Senate Oversight Subcommittee's report has highlighted concerns from current and former staff, including attorney turnover, staff favoritism and pay disparities, low morale, and questions about whether the AG's office is required to represent other state agencies when they're sued. Senate Majority Leader Shane Massey, who chairs the subcommittee, says most of these are issues that a lot of other large state agencies face, and he says he's satisfied with what Attorney General Alan Wilson says they're doing to address challenges.
There's nothing that came out of here that makes me go, oh, there's a problem there.
Senate Minority Leader Brad Hutto, a Democrat, did grill the Republican Attorney General over the numerous legal challenges he's taken on during his 15 years in office, suing Democratic administrations in the White House and defending President Donald Trump amid his legal troubles.
It takes away from the crime fighting part of what you're doing when you make these decisions to bring these cases and have these news conferences. And again, I'm not trying to criticize you for that. I'm just trying to understand the expense to the state of those decisions that you make.
I would always argue that the expense to the state for us not to challenge some of these things is greater than the expense of bringing a case.
One of Wilson's gubernatorial opponents and one of his most frequent critics, Congresswoman Nancy Mace, did sit in on Wednesday's hearing just 4 rows behind the Attorney General. She came in a few minutes late, quietly observed the hearing for about 2 hours, and left right before it ended. And this Senate subcommittee will meet once more to finalize its report and recommendations on the Attorney General's office before it makes that report to the full Senate Oversight Committee. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.